Have you ever had one of those brilliant ideas for an app or a piece of software, but then you just stopped? You thought, well, I can't code, so I guess it's impossible. I'm here to tell you that as of right now, that excuse is officially dead. The game has changed so much that anyone, and I mean anyone, can build a real, profitable software business without writing a single line of code. You see, the world of software development has been completely turned on its head. The old rules about who gets to build things, how long it takes, and how much it costs, yeah, those have all been thrown right out the window. And what that's done is create one of the biggest opportunities for solo entrepreneurs that we've seen in, well, probably a decade. I mean, just look at the difference here. The old way, you needed a whole team of engineers, you had to go out and raise a ton of money, and you'd be waiting months, if not years, just to get a first version out. But today, a single person, a solo founder, can build a full-blown product in a matter of days. And they can do it with almost no startup capital, all because of these new AI-powered no-code builders. People are starting to call this new reality the vibe coding era, which, you have to admit, sounds pretty cool. And it is. Instead of learning complex programming languages, you're now just describing what you want. You can literally just tell the AI, hey, build me a dashboard that tracks my daily sales and then sends me an email summary every day at 5 p.m., and it just generates the code for you. It's an absolute game changer. And here's the most important takeaway from all this. Since the technical part has basically disappeared, the new key to winning isn't about who's the best coder anymore. Nope. It's about who can find the most painful problems for very specific, underserved groups of people. Your creativity and your ability to understand a problem are now way more valuable than your ability to program. So, this new landscape has created the perfect conditions for a business model that is just, it's tailor-made for solo founders. And that model is the micro-SaaS. Now, a micro-SaaS is not trying to be the next Google. It's actually the complete opposite. Think of it as a lean, super focused tool. It's often built by just one person, and it does one thing exceptionally well for a very specific type of customer. It's small, it's sharp, and to the right people, it's incredibly valuable. And please, don't let that word micro fool you. Because these tools solve such specific and painful problems, people are more than happy to pay for them. It's not uncommon for these little one-person software companies to be pulling in anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000 in monthly recurring revenue. That's a life-changing business built from a single, simple idea. So what does this actually look like? Well, it could be a simple little tool that helps podcasters automatically chop up their long episodes into clips for social media. Or maybe it's a job board built only for marine biologists. Or, a super simple sales tool designed specifically for freelance photographers. Specific problems for specific people. That's the key. All right, so you get it. The opportunity is massive. But where do you even start looking for an idea? Well, to get your brain going, here are 7 untapped ideas that you could literally start working on today. First up, AI content repurposing for creators. Any creator with a YouTube channel or a podcast knows this pain. It's that soul-crushing task of turning one big video into 20 little pieces of content. So imagine a tool where they just upload their video once and boom, out comes a perfect Twitter thread, 5 LinkedIn posts, and a script for a TikTok video. That is an instant purchase for any busy creator. Idea number 2 is an AI-powered sales follow-up tool. Small businesses, they live and die by their sales leads, but they so often drop the ball on following up because they're just busy, and frankly, most sales software is way too complicated. A simple tool that just connects to their email and uses AI to automatically send smart, personalized follow-ups, that would be an absolute lifesaver. Okay, next up, an AI proposal generator for freelancers. If you've ever been on a site like Upwork or Fiverr, you know the grind of writing proposal after proposal. It takes hours. So a tool that could just scan a job description and instantly spit out a tailored, intelligent proposal, that would give freelancers back a huge chunk of their time. It basically sells itself. Idea number 4, AI meeting insights, specifically for coaches and consultants. These professionals record hours and hours of client calls, but all the gold, all the key insights and action items just gets buried in those recordings. A tool that could automatically transcribe the call, pull out the most important action items, and even draft a summary email for the client? Wow, that's not just a time saver. It makes them look like a total rock star to their clients. Number 5, a simple AI dashboard. The average small business is just drowning in data from a dozen different places. Shopify, Stripe, Google Analytics, their email list. It's a mess. So a super simple dashboard that pulls all that together and uses AI to just say, hey, here are the 3 numbers that matter most right now, and here's a suggestion for what to do about it. That would be incredibly valuable. Okay, 6th idea, an AI local marketing assistant. Think about your local hair salon or your favorite restaurant or the gym down the street. They are amazing at what they do, but they are not digital marketers. So a tool that could act as their little AI assistant, automatically writing responses to their Google reviews, drafting their social media posts, that would solve a huge, constant headache for them. And finally, number 7, an AI knowledge base for online communities. Just think about all the amazing advice and wisdom that gets shared in a busy Discord server or a Slack group, and then just gets lost forever. A tool that could silently listen to all those conversations and build a smart, searchable knowledge base from them, that would be an absolute superpower for any community manager. Okay, so hopefully you're feeling inspired. You've got an idea percolating, but the big question is, how do you actually build it if you can't code? Let's get right into the practical, step-by-step playbook. Honestly, you should think of it like building with Legos. You're just snapping different pieces together. For the user interface, the part your customers actually see and click on, you can use tools like Bubble or Glide. For all the automation in the background, making things talk to each other, you've got Zapier. The brains of the whole operation can come from an AI API like from OpenAI or Claude, and then Stripe handles all the payments. You can literally assemble a software company using these off-the-shelf parts. But listen, before you even think about building, you have to validate your idea. Please do not just build it and hope people show up. First, go find where your target audience hangs out online and complains: Reddit, Twitter, niche forums. Second, create a super simple one-page website that explains your solution and has a box to collect email addresses. If you get enough interest, then you can build the absolute simplest version possible. And this is crucial. Charge for it from day one. Even if it's just $10 a month, that proves you've built something people actually find valuable. Now, if you only take one single thing away from this entire explainer, please let it be this next point. This is, without a doubt, the most important strategy for succeeding as a solo founder in this new world. The key is to go niche. You have to go niche. The single biggest mistake you can make is trying to build a generic tool for everybody. For example, an AI email writer. That's a terrible idea. You'll be competing against giants. But an AI email writer that specializes in crafting follow-ups for real estate agents, now that is a business. You're solving a specific problem for a specific industry, and that gives you a massive advantage. And this is exactly why this whole thing is so exciting right now. For a solo founder, for a creator, for anyone with a good idea, combining Micro-SaaS with these no-code AI tools is probably the fastest, most direct path to building a profitable, independent online business that exists today. The opportunity is just immense. Look, the technology is no longer the thing holding you back. The platforms are here, the AI is incredibly powerful, and the cost to get started is lower than it's ever been. The only missing piece of the puzzle is your idea applied to a real, painful problem. So the only question left to ask is, what problem are you going to solve?